Hello guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Blue Point TV where we'll talk about football and football related stories. Alright guys, I just wanted to talk about these two players, Chelsea players, that haven't kicked the ball for the club in the league. You know, since the season started, they have never kicked the ball for the team. They have been injured, and that's good news already. If you're a Chelsea fan, it's good news for these two players, Christopher Nkunku and Lavia. I want to talk about them, and yeah, it seems these two players will be back to the team after the international break. It seems the two of them will be back to join the team. And for me, if they are back, it will be huge news for the team, for the club, knowing that these two players are very good players. They will help the team. Of course, we know Christopher Nkunku is an attacking player, and Romeo Lavia is a midfielder. So these two players coming back will really help the team going into that December period, December period, when the games will be coming faster. It will be really uh, important. It will be really important for the team. Now, for me, I want to talk about first. I want to talk about Christopher Nkunku. Now, for me, I've said I've said this thing before that for me, Christopher Nkunku is the best player at Chelsea. For me, he's Chelsea best player. If you want to say who is the face of the club, I feel like it's him. I feel like it's Christopher Nkunku. For me, he's the face of Chelsea. When Chelsea signed this player, I was so excited. I was so happy because I know how good he is as a footballer. I know how good he is as a player. Like he is so good. Very good footballer. So for me, he is Chelsea's best player. If you want to say who is the star boy, in a club, in a team, they always have that one or two players that people look up to. Say, this is our star boy. This is the guy that we are looking up to. For me, he is the guy. Christopher Nkunku for me is the star boy of Chelsea. Now I can understand that he hasn't played for the club in the since he has signed. He only played in preseason. He hasn't played at all. Since he has signed for Chelsea because of his injury. I can understand that, but for me, he doesn't need to play for me to put him that high as the best player for Chelsea. He doesn't need to play because I know how good he is. And for me, he is the one striker that I think if he had been available for Chelsea, I think Chelsea would be in a better position compared to where they are now in the league. I honestly do. If Nkunku was to be available, I think Chelsea will not be in 10th. There are so many games that Chelsea played. I think if Nkunku was to be there, I think Chelsea win those games. If Nkunku was to be available, when we played Bournemouth, we win that game against Bournemouth. When we play West Ham, we win that game against West Ham. Why I say we win that game against West Ham was because the penalty that we had against West Ham that Enzo Fernandez missed. If Nkunku was to be available in that game, he would be the one to play that penalty, not Enzo. If you remember, Nicholas Jackson took the ball. He wanted to play the penalty. Enzo Fernandez went and took the ball from Jackson. Now, if it is Nkunku that is holding that ball, right? If it's Nkunku that is holding that ball wants to play, I don't think Enzo goes to Nkunku to take that ball because first, Nkunku is older than him, right? In terms of football, he knows how good Nkunku is, and I think he will respect Nkunku knowing that this guy is a top player. He will not want to, kind of drag the ball with Nkunku. He will trust Nkunku to score. So for me, if Nkunku had that chance to play that penalty, I think he scores because I think he's a very good penalty taker as well. Whereas for Enzo Fernandez, we know that in terms of scoring goals, he hasn't shown that he can score goals so far at Chelsea. So I think we win that game against West Ham if Nkunku was to be available. Even the game against Liverpool, I think if Nkunku was to be available, I think we win that game against Liverpool in the first game. I honestly do, because we had chances to win that game, especially in the second half. So if Nkunku was to be available, I think Chelsea will win that game against Liverpool. you know, and so many other games like that. Even the game against Arsenal, we had chances that could have killed the game off. If Nkunku was to be available, he takes some of those chances. So, like I said, if this guy was to be available, I don't think Chelsea would be in the position where they find themselves. I think they could have been in a better position. So, like I said, it is good that he will be back, after the international break. And I'm just so happy and excited that this player will be back. Like I said, he's the best player in the Chelsea team. He's better than every single attacking players that we have. He's better than Sterling. He's better than Nicholas Jackson. He's better than Cole Palmer. Yes, they are different profile of attackers. He's better than Mikhailo Modric, Noni Madueke. Name them. He's better than every single one of them. And I think he's good enough to start in the top 16s in the league. I honestly do. Some people can say this guy hasn't even kicked the ball and you're rating him like this. I know how good he is, and I'm sure that some of the rival fans will understand what I'm saying. They know some of them will believe what I'm saying, and they will understand what I'm saying on how good he is. So for me, I'm just happy that Nkunku is back because I think he will really help Chelsea going forward. The rest of the season when he's fully match fit. And for Romeo Lavia, his own will be interesting to see how he will get into the team because he's a midfielder. And for now, it seems like Poch have his three favorite midfielders. Because for me, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, I think those two are guaranteed starters for Chelsea. I think those two are guaranteed starters for Chelsea. I don't think Poch will change any of them if Chelsea are playing any game, especially in the Premier League. I think those two will be guaranteed starters. For, what's his name? Conor Gallagher. It would be interesting to see if Conor Gallagher, how Poch will do with Conor Gallagher, because I think Poch likes him. Because I don't think he has really disappointed Pochettino so far this season. He has gave everything. I feel like he has been really, really strong for Chelsea in the midfield. Yes, he's not the best technical player. Yes, his games are limited, but he's a fighter. And I think that's what Pochettino likes about him. He's that kind of player that wants to give everything. So that's what I think Pochettino like about him. So it will be interesting to see how Poch will bring in Romeo Lavia into the team. I don't think he will start automatically if he comes. I don't think he will start, but I think he'll be coming in gradually into the team. Then, like I said, it will be interesting to see how Poch will bring in Romeo Lavia into the team. But like I said, him coming back will be massive for Chelsea because I rate him. Yes, he's young, I think 20 years or so, 19, 20 years, but he's a very, very, very good player. I feel like he's better than Conor Gallagher for me. Yes, I think he's a better footballer than Conor Gallagher. He's very strong as well. He's aggressive. He can pass very, very well. He's that kind of midfielder that is very strong in tackling. He can also drive with the ball. He's very good at that, in holding the ball, driving with the ball into space. So these are the qualities that I know he has, and he can also shoot very well. Remember him playing against Chelsea last season, both home and away, when he was at Southampton. He was very, very good against Chelsea. Even when he played against Manchester City, I think in the FA Cup last season, if I'm not mistaken, when they won Manchester City Southampton, he was very good against City. They played against Liverpool. He was very, very good. When they played against Arsenal, this guy has been very, very good playing against the top side. So for me, Romeo Lavia is a very, very good player. So it will be interesting to see how Pochettino will, introduce him into the squad. And so for me, I'm really, really happy that these two players are coming back very, very soon because I think they will help the team going forward, especially Christopher Nkunku. Now for me, I think Nkunku, when he comes, I don't think he starts immediately. You know what I mean? Because according to the news, after the international break, so the game that Chelsea will play after the international break, I don't think he starts immediately. I think he will come in, just like what Poch did with Chris James when James came back from injury. slowly bring him into the games against Arsenal, against Brentford, and then he started him in the Carabao Cup game against Blackburn, and then against Tottenham. Start. So I feel like that's what Poch will do with Christopher Nkunku, because we shouldn't forget he stayed out for 4 months, and it's not an easy injury. Knee injury is a serious injury, so I don't think Nkunku will start immediately if he comes back. I think he will be coming in maybe 1 or 2 or 3 games, and then start starting games. So I expect him, for me, if he's match fit to start, for me I need him to play in the middle. I need him to play as a number 9. Most of the Chelsea fans are saying Christopher Nkunku, if he had been available, he would play as a number 10 or supporting the striker. Now, for me, it's clearly that he's better than the number 9 that we have, the player playing at the middle or in the middle, which is Nicola Jackson. It's clear he's better than him in terms of movement, brain inside the 18-yard box, being clinical, scoring goals. He is clearly way better than Jackson. So I need him to play as the Chelsea number 9. We know he can play there, even if he's not the typical number 9, like the Didier Drogba, the Ellen Haaland, Victor Osimhen, Harry. If it's not the typical number 9, but he can play there. It's clear he can play there, and it's better than what we have. So he has to play from the middle. Nicolas Jackson has to go back to bench if Nkunku is match fit ready. So I need Poch to be playing. I just hope that Poch understands this. Play him as the number 9, and I think if he plays as the number 9, he will have those chances. And trust me, he will take them. He's the one that I trust, that if the chances come to him, he will take them. So that's my opinion on Nkunku and Romeo Lavia. So guys, your thoughts and your opinion on these players, how good you think they will help this team, because I think they will be crucial, helping this team going forward this season. So your point, your opinion, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. And also, please guys, if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, Blue Point TV, like the video. It's very important you like the video. And also, we're also on YouTube, we're also on Facebook. Follow the channel, Blue Point TV, like and share the video. Thank you guys. Stay safe while I see you again. Bye.